I would like to explain something here in this video. I was not gonna upload it because it's obvious. Because I have mentioned it in many videos, but I need to say it right now. Now, because you can consider me a person who have mental problem, but it's fine. It's not serious. People can imagine things that sometimes, but I'm not dangerous. Hopefully, for those who are nice, who have nothing to do. Now, this resource is saying that there is some people, certain people, among them from the West, who say the following. Or among the so-called, whatever. I can put it in many ways. Who say, well, exactly, well, these Bedouins or these Ishmaelians or the Saudis, those who are called Saudis or in Gulf states, they need to pay a price for their freedom. When the monarch of France, before the king and queen beheaded, used to be ruling there. So many people comes there and visit France and they ask, how is your... And so many go out and leave, even at the time of Romanov. And so many people used to say before 10 years, 20 years, or even that there is a lot of people with this monarch. Everything is fine. But it's not. It's not. So people are saying, sorry, those Bedouin or Ishmaelite need to pay a price. They need to pay a price for their freedom. Freedom will not come from them. I understand this monarch is bad. Of course, the external effect, the so-called Israelis taking advantage of the so-called jihad, the West mainly. And they are saying in some certain, mainly here in the West, they need to pay a price. They need to pay a price. If they want freedom, there must be some bloodshed, demonstration. Freedom will not come to them for free. This point, that's it. Why do we need to pay a price? You don't understand me. Return back century, the Ishmaelians lived a free life. 2 centuries lived a free life. At the time of the Ottoman Khilafah, they lived even at the final stage, which was a little bit bad. Nationalism, politics, Khazouk, taken from Europe. We were fine. It is the West that imposed this South House on us. Put this in your mind. Understand? It is the West who created this dictatorship. Someone would say, what about Russia? Exactly, go to Syria. Iran. Some so-called Shiites say that you need to pay price, demonstrate like in revolt against Ali Khomeini. It is different. Ali, the Shah of Iran is a result of something happened there even before the colonized. I understand there is points here and there. But Sykes-Picot? No. Iran right now is doing a lot of bad things in Iraq and Syria. Why did you invade Iraq, you Western? In Afghanistan, I can give different type of explanation about it. But let's return back to Saudi Arabia. Why do I need to pay a price? So it's not, you understand me? If you are going to talk about paying price, then Daesh, they did a great job. Yeah, Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, God bless them all. Al-Qaeda are paying a price to push you away, resist you, starting from the West. Maybe I'm not good in explaining English, but I think if you're smarter than me, more knowledge, you understand exactly what I'm talking. We as Ishmaelite, why do we need to demonstrate and take the Kalashnikov and attack the South House and they will arrest us and then we will be executed as terrorists and the West will say Mohammed bin Nayef and the Crown Prince are doing a great job fighting terror? See how cursed you are? Why do we need, if you didn't know, mainly in the West. I can go to the so-called Shiite. The so-called Shiite, if a so-called Shiite come to us and say, in Saudi Arabia, you need to pay a price to liberate yourself, you Ishmaelians. We are dealing with this, the creepiest period when it's come to how the Saudi regime is dealing with people right now. We didn't reach this point if there was no external interference For example, the so-called Shiite. The so-called Shiite are making a lot of problems, empowering and supporting and talking and giving support to the so-called Shiite intruders in Qutayf and Bahrain. Then the Saudi regime need to do a lot, like having obvious relationship with the so-called Israeli state. And there is reactions in Iraq and Syria. And people are saying Wahhabist because they are native. Many of them are Ishmaelian in Iraq and Syria. They are Sunnis, so everyone is saying Wahhabist. They are not so-called Shiite. These who revolted in Syria and make bombs and angry, whatever, or in Iraq, these people are Sunnis. They are not Shiite. So the Shiite, it's their soil. Can I go to England, for example, and bomb people in England and rape them and fuck them? And then if they react, I would say, they are not Catholics. They are Protestants. So I think I like Catholic more Protestant. Yeah. Why did you attack this area of the plan? You understand me? Or you don't? Do you want me to do something to make you understand? If I am in Italy and attack Italy, and the Italians start to revolt against me, and there is bombs and terrorist attacks and reaction. And then, can I say they are Catholics? They are not Protestant. I think the people who are Protestant in England, for example, in America, they are much better. Their church, they're better than even, The Italian are bad. They are Catholic. I don't like Catholics. Look at the terrorist reactions. Why didn't you look at it this way? I shouldn't go to Italy. I shouldn't attack people in their soul. If there is a reaction, it's a normal reaction. So the ISIS, they paid the price. Yeah, Al-Qaeda paid the price. They want to liberate. The Palestinians who died suicide attacker, they did a great job. Why you are bothering us? Saudis need to pay. And the problem is, with my great respect to those in the human rights institution, we need to say that they're doing a good job here and there. But of course, the dark machine is using even them to impose darkness against our rights. And this needs a lot of explanation. And I have explained. I think I did great explaining. And they are saying, we are at the human right. We understand. Some of them, not all, leave the word human right. Those who are concerned about what's happening to the Ishmael, I need to wake you up. It's your nation behind the dictatorship we're dealing with. If there was no from the circles that produced you, if there was no external interference last century, trust me, there will be no dictatorship the way we are dealing right now. No, it won't. Abdulaziz become a king for a certain mission. That's it. He have a chair in the United Nations for a certain mission. Of course, the devil is there, who you worship and work for. I'm talking generally. I'm not pointing my finger to. So, are you smart enough to understand? Maybe my explanation is not good. So you don't say. Of course, there must be a price leading to the decapitation of crown prince and killing 90% of the royal families in Gulf states and executed by terrible ways all non-Ishmaelians and maybe non-Ishmaelians who are against what is good for the Ishmaelians and non-Ishmaelians. You understand me? Like the so-called yes, do you want this? So that we wouldn't lose our decks and wouldn't be raped, and wouldn't be jailed for no reason and killed in jails. What is this? Look at the humans. I need to give more examples. So, in England, in France, no one interfered from outside. The monarch emerged because it started with big giant folks like gangs, and he started like a gang, and he started being called the king, and he started giving, with time, of course, with decades and centuries, families, and some of them with wars, and until a monarch, a bloodline, and of course the church interferes. The church, this is after Constantine, who had a relationship with the cross before he even becoming a so-called Christian, and to fix things happening there, civil war. The church gave them blessings, and the monarch developed themselves, and there was some overthrowing here and there, and it's the monarch. The French people need to do something. They need to do something to liberate themselves, like the Russian as well. No one interfered. The native Arab Ishmael, and they were there. There was some problem. Do not come and say, you used to cut your heads off and live in tent for oil. We held the... look at your filthy history first before you come and fucking bother us. The Ishmaelian, if you didn't interfere with this oil, with the Uthmanic, I mean, Bur Rashid have a good relationship with the Uthmanic. My grandfather, Muhammad, his name. You want to change it? Fine. The Mubarak, the tribe, they had a good relationship with the Uthmanic. File the Reformation, another Khilafah. I think the knowledge, who even caused the failure of you. It's the truth. It's you behind all problems. You. I'm not demonizing you. It is you who work with the demon, creating all of this unjust. You, exactly, not me. Yes, it is one finger. I'm not sure that it's a hadith. I'm not sure, but it definitely, there is good, almost important scholars, in Islam, in the heritage of Islam. If you point your finger to someone, remember that all fingers, there is 3 fingers on you, pointed on you, and 1 on the other. So you need to question yourself 3 times before you attack others by criticism. This is, I'm not sure that it is, it's hadith. I'm not sure it's confirmed. So Muhammad, the final messenger, but I'm not sure it's a hadith. So I am saying that I'm not sure it's a hadith. So it might not. It's a say of those scholars. Okay, I'm not saying it's a confirmed, but it is related to the final messenger. So you question yourself 3 times before you say you. Understand me? I have questioned myself 1,000 times. It's you who create all of these problems. Okay. Do you understand the point? We are living in peace. Other scenarios, we wouldn't deal with such horrible dictatorship. We are the Muslims. We are the people of Noah. We are the people of Moses. We are the people of the Messiah, son of Virgin Mary, Isa. We are the people of the messenger. We are the people of the final messenger, Muhammad. It's one line. He's the final messenger. But it's have nothing to do with the religion right now. Worshipping Allah, the creator of existence. Within this era. No. Atheist, secular, whatever. Why do we need to deal with all, within decades, I have explained in the Arabic video before, how these decades have changed the calculations and balances. Please don't delete these videos. It is the fact. Why do we need to pay price? Why do I need to lose cousins and nephews and children or myself and go to jails? Why? We are not intruders. It's our Ishmaelian territory. Abdulaziz became a ruler for a reason, and now everything is changed. Everything I said is perfect since more than 15 years, 10 years. Not with the close friends of mine. No! I'm smart enough not to do that. Maybe alone with these resources, which helped me to flee the country. If I am there, you freaks in Saudi Arabia now, what would happen to me? Pay a price. They need to know. This is what he said. This is the resource. This is the 3rd level, 2nd level. Well, these Bedouins, Ishmaelian, need to pay a price. Like, for example, here in Europe, we paid a great price for this freedom. Fuck your history. We are paying all of this price because of your interference. And other dark groups is taking advantage, like the so-called, even so-called Hindus, so-called Buddhists, right now. The so-called Hindus will find a place right now in Emirates, building this house of worship. And because they are putting their nose. At the same time, if there is a Muslim saying, we are Muslims, we want our right first, Bin Zayed, put him in jail immediately. The so-called Israeli synagogue there in Emirates, guys who are intruders, synagogue, Ibrahim, filled of contradiction from the devil. See, when I curse, I have a case. You disagree with me? You disagree. Be in hell. Pay a price. Feel what we are feeling. Not those who accept being models or ignorant. The real men of women of that soil. Good Ishmaelian men and women. And also good non-Ishmaelians who are really right now paying a big price. They shouldn't pay this price. And you're saying they need to pay additional price to liberate themselves. It's true. That's what many groups have did, and they did a great job. Don't call them terrorists. Okay? الطاغوتية الأمنية. May it be destroyed. Amen. May it be destroyed internationally. Amen. Amen. Allahumma amen. Just remember, before you say something like this, don't say it like if we are dealing with dictatorship and we need to pay the price to liberate ourselves from it. Like happened in Europe, you need to remember that this dictatorship and this shite we're dealing with is coming basically from an external factor. And mainly the biggest dark group is the West and other dark groups by the network of reason. So if you go to someone like Raif Badawi or others in Gulf States or the so-called Shiite from Bahrain, and you say, you need to liberate yourself from Al Khalifa in Bahrain. You pay this price because liberation. Look at us here in Europe, or you go to Raif Badawi calling for liberalism and gays' rights. Just remember that those people are not Ishmaelians. Okay? They came from outside and you're using them. And what they change, what they want us to change us to, the so-called Shiite to slash ourselves in Gulf States and have sex with children. Shh, not all, of course. Mut'ah, tamattu' and destroy our society. Let them go return back to their country. Shall I be then here? Do I have the right to come here and stay here? I want to change this. Do I need to pay the price? Me and brother, sister, there is none except you. I have no other friends. There is no sisters. No, there is there, but I have no connection there. Do we need to change England and Europe over to a Muslim nation? Understanding that Allah is the creator of existence. Muhammad is the final messenger. I want the Sharia laws based on this caliphate here. Take this army and go liberate, maybe kicked from Palestine, take them by force, those guys. I want to change you all accept Islam immediately. This is not a good example. I want to change it in a different way. If I am a rotten demon bad person, pedophilia is fine. Having sex with children, yeah, let's change it this way. I want to have sex. I want a dirty example, because what you're doing there is a very dirty. Do you understand me about the so-called? Leave the children alone. I'm sorry for what's happening, but it's a dirty crime. It's absolutely dirty crime, like the crimes that you're doing there to the Ishmaelians. Be smarter than me. Be more knowledgeable than me. You'll understand exactly what I'm trying to say. So it is the Ishmaelian who live in peace, and this dictatorship is being empowered. And the environment is helping it. And there is reaction here and here. And the Holy Land is occupied. Our Holy Land, you guys. Please, Ashkenazis. Please, Flasha. Please, others. Guys, wake up. Cursed you are. And the so-called Shiite. Having all of these terrible things happen in Iraq. And what happened in Afghanistan. And the interference from the West. And then you come to me and say, you need to pay a price for the freedom. Why do you want me to pay a filthy price? It's your nation until now, until this moment, with the elite and other institute, fucking our life. Listen, if you don't understand what I'm trying to say, go to hell. If you do understand, because you are not a human being, unless if you're crazy. Because you're just one. And if you understand what I'm trying to say, you need to understand, you need to think and know in which group you are.